Alrighty, I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm going to be talking about why Verina could be possibly your first 5-star standard banner pull. And before we get started, I'd like to thank AMZ Official from the previous comment because, I got some very useful insights on, how I can improve the channel, how I can make things more engaging, so that at the end of the day, you guys actually get more info while, being engaged and not being, bored. So yeah, but besides that, let's start talking about Verina. So why is she so good at this, right? Why is she such a good character? To the point where everyone thinks that, or at least everyone's starting to realize that she's a really good character. Well, there are 3 main factors. The first factor is her failsafe. The second factor is the damage amp that she provides, and the third factor is the healing. So when you first start seeing Verina, I'm sure everyone immediately thought that she was almost like a Chi-Chi equivalent, right? But after seeing other people talk about it, I realized that Verina is actually a really good character. She provides something that is completely different from Chi-Chi. Of course, Chi-Chi does provide healing, and if you don't know, Chi-Chi is from Genshin Impact, which is why I'm comparing the 2 games, because they're fairly similar. But Verina is much more than that. So let's look over her kit really quickly. I'm using pridewin.gg to analyze Verina because they've already made a fairly comprehensive guide already and information on Verina. So starting off, she has a couple of skills. She has the basic attacks, she has the resonance skill, which is essentially like one of the side skills, and then the resonance liberation, which I believe is the ultimate. So we can see a quick video on how the resonance skill and the resonance liberation actually looks like. So there's a YouTube channel named Narushio who essentially had access to the CPD2, which he showcases all the different characters, and let's check out Verina really quickly. So as you can see, the gameplay is really amazing. I'm really sad that I wasn't able to get into the CPD2, but you can see her abilities. So these are the essential the thorns that is striking the enemies, which if we go back to the Pride Win, we can see that they are essentially spectral damage, which the plants grow rapidly and then attack the enemies. So I believe he's going to be ulting fairly soon as well. Yes, let's see. So yeah, he does use his E ability, so it's attacking multiple targets at a time. And using his ultimate ability, it not only heals the teammates, but it also provides AoE damage to the enemies that are getting targeted. So go subscribe to his channel. He definitely has a lot of content to showcase, and I'll put his channel in the description below as well. So moving back to Verina, she is able to apply her healing, which is one of the main factors. And if we look at her inherent skills, I believe she has this ability called Grace of Life. So it simply allows the person that is about to die a shield. So they will get a small shield that is about 120% of Verina's attack, and it essentially triggers every 10 minutes. This is amazing for beginner players simply because of the fact that there's new content every single time that is going to be explored in Withering Waves. And because of that, every single time you level up your union, you are going to be facing stronger mobs. Not only that, but I do believe that in Withering Waves, the monsters that you face currently will change their attack patterns. So you'll constantly have to adapt to stronger and more faster attacks. Gift of Nature is also another very massive buff that she gives to her allies. Essentially what it does is when she's casting a resonance skill or a resonance liberation or an outro skill, she applies a 20% buff for 20 seconds to her allies. So what are these skills? So as we talked about before, the resonance skill is simply the Q ability, the resonance liberation is the ultimate, and the outro skill, if you don't know yet, is simply when the bar on a character is filled to the maximum. So if we go back to the video, notice how right here there's a bar. So once it fills to the maximum and you exit out of that character into, let's say, your main DPS, it immediately activates the gift of nature. So not only do you get 20% buff, but there's also a, I believe, yes, 15% increase in total damage for 30 seconds. This is her specific outro skill. So you can imagine that she gets a 35% immediate buff to all allies. Very nice, very cool. And the, let's see. So we talked about her failsafe, we talked about her damage amp, and we also talked about her healing. She also has inherent, I believe, skills that provides her more buff for healing as well. Although her healing is honestly the best right now, it'll probably even get better because I believe there was a Reddit tier list video or a guide that essentially said that Verina was actually getting a rework. So it could even be better than what we possibly have seen so far. And because of that, I can definitely say that if you're looking at a free-to-play option, even pay to win, Verina is one of those characters that you honestly can't doubt. She's really that good. She's so good to the point where I was honestly going to pull for Verina, but the only reason why I changed my mind is because I've had plenty of experiences with combat systems. I played in Elden Ring, I finished the game. I'm fairly confident in my ability to parry and dodge, which is why I'm specifically going to go for Kalcharo and Yinlin. I want to get that damage, and I also want to get that sub damage, sub DPS. So I'm going to save up for Yinlin, but get Kalcharo right away. I have Baishi as a healer, and yeah. But regardless, Verina is definitely a must pull for those that want a very, I guess, very fast boost to the start of Withering Waves. Like I said, she literally provides a failsafe. So if you're about to die, boom, you're immediately safe. She has a 35% damage amp, and she has a massive healing boost. So that's already amazing, honestly, which no other support character provides. All three of them. So yeah, I hope this video was useful. I know I said some things that were quite redundant and repeated, but I just wanted to reiterate the fact that she really is quite powerful. And I recently created a Discord, so if you guys would like to join my Discord, I'll put it in the description below, so you're more than welcome to join the Discord. However, it isn't necessarily updated. We just started the Discord, so it's very new. But I will include possible events, definitely giveaways. So I'm definitely going to include giveaways that have potential battle passes. And hey, the game's a month away, so I might create an event where on the day of release, I will give away battle passes to people that have been subscribed, join the Discord, and whatnot. So definitely look out for that. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that. And yeah, thank you very much.